Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This video is all about Dehiwala Zoo, which is located in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Well, the proper name is National Zoological Garden. The place operates between 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. They usually close the counter at around 5:30 p.m. So this place opened in 1936. As in any zoo, this place has its plus and negative points for various reasons. First off, we'll start with the cost. As the Sri Lankan currency fluctuating a lot nowadays, charges can be vary. For a Sri Lankan citizen adult at the time of the video taken, it's 250 rupees. Few months back it was 200 rupees and some more months back it's 110 rupees. So it is important to contact them to know the exact cost at the time of visit. As always, you may find it through a Google search as well. Now to the entrance. It has moved little further than before. The previous entrance now became the exit point. The new entrance has its own in and out wheelchair access. Throughout the zoo, there were special arrangements given for wheelchair access. This is limited in some places though, as a museum section access only possible by stairs. I personally believe museum is one of the best part of the zoo. It should give up the access for those in need of wheelchair access. I had gone to the same zoo 6 years back. Looking at the place years after, the improvements they have done to the place is astonishing. Cage sizes of most animals have increased. Oh, I'm in no way supporting caging the animals. Same way, I can't be against it too. Even some fish tanks are connected, so this way the fishes get more spaces. Bathroom facilities are given. Given the amount of people visiting this place, I would say they're clean. There weren't any toilet tissues, so foreigners might get disappointed at that. It may have finished, so do not worry sooner. They even provide liquid soap there. Within the zoo, you could find water taps, some of those specifically marked as drinking water. I have seen many visitors are using it. You might wonder why I keep saying in all good things about the zoo. As I mentioned before, I had been there but didn't like the place at all. I found more negative comments in the internet after that. But YouTube is full of interesting video of the place, broadcasting the events such as a elephant dance show, sea lion show, and a butterfly show. I was so tempted to visit the place myself. Well, to my surprise, I was disappointed with the elephant and sea lion show. Do you know what happened to the butterfly show? Well, I don't know it either. I couldn't find it anywhere. A bit disappointed indeed. The three elephants at the show were somewhat looks tired or unable to perform. They boarded and did a 5-minute show and left. I didn't even want to see it, so I didn't even record the whole part. Sea lion show was performing something not entertaining though. As the living condition improves, the number of species lives there also reduced. Although it somewhat impacted negatively, it also indirectly given that space to other animals. The whole time I was wondering what might have happened to those species. After I saw the elephant show, I came to a conclusion. They all might have died of old age and transferred to its internal museum. It's just my theory with no proof or anything. After mentioning this, even after a species dies, it holds lots and lots of information in them. Maybe it's the lighting in the museum or it's the things that's stored in there. I was stunned. I was literally standing in front of all section of it more than 10 minutes just staring at it, wondering what made all this. Even the small collection of eggs and feathers there had me amazed of the creation. Be it the species itself or it's the skeletons of them in there is nearly impossible chances for you to see them up close. Well, it's that excitement drives you to the zoo anyway. Have you ever seen a tiger just millimeters away from you, just standing and staring right out? I just saw it. It actually looked straight to a little girl who annoyed it the whole time. I'm not an expert, but I don't think it's a stare full with anger or anything. It's just plainly looking. Maybe it wants to play. Only this tiger was playful though. Other predators such as lion or snakes aren't even moving. They just plainly sit in a corner and stare. Snakes are the worst in it. All the snakes area has tree structures. So the snakes either hide in there or camouflage themselves with it. There are few bigger snakes there too. They weren't moving though. These conditions were true to some fishes too. Until it started to move, I just thought they just created some sort of structures of those and placed them there. It may be because of the time I went there. It was a Sunday in April. The time was around 1 p.m. Usually the hottest country's part got more hotter these days. So it's not fair to expect them to be energetic while caged. If you're someone who likes to visit the place in the morning, you might miss some animals because they might be sleeping in their inner cages. Most probably they comes out during their feeding time, so it's better to go afternoon time. If you are someone who doesn't want to drink their tap water, bring one with you or you could buy there. Whatever you do, make sure to hydrate yourself. At the very least, take a splash of water to the face to calm your body heat. According to the pace we move around, I find it requires around 4 to 5 hours to fully enjoy the place. So visiting there around 12 p.m. is ideal. According to Google, around this time the zoo gets crowded. When I went there, the crowd comes after, so I had pretty much convenience to look around. It is important to note most people interested in specific animals and they stands there and stares at them more time than the others. So there is no telling which part of it will be crowded. To get around the zoo, you could use the numbering system. After you pass through ostrich, near the third turn you could find a map of the numbering and you could almost find all the details you might require for the visit. The numbering systems made it easy for us to quickly move around the zoo. It indicates 60 numbers altogether. While it shows animals' location, most numbers used for the turns needed to make it to move around the zoo. One can move around these 60 sections of the zoo. Rest are prohibited for the viewers. Some even marked as danger. Why am I specifically saying this? Well, I accidentally got into the area of elephant where it marked as danger. Didn't even realize that until I comes out. Imagine if it turned out badly. I couldn't make this video, right? Jokes apart, make sure to be safe. Even though they are caged, most of them are wild animals and specifically caged. So make sure to keep some distance from them. If a staff member with you, they might instruct you about this. I don't know the details, but I have seen a staff who went along with the family was explaining things to them there. I wish there were staffs here and there placed to explaining things to us. Details like how the animals go to the zoo, how it groomed and what do they eat. We do normally know these, but hearing them from the ones who take care of these animals and birds will surely be educating. It should also be happens in the museum too. Walking around these cages and greeneries can be tiring. Then you might look for shops, right? There are shops all over the zoo, caters different varieties of foods and other things. Within some of these shops, you could have full meals and the prices seems reasonable too. We only had snacks and coffee, both tasted good and priced reasonable too. I do have a very weak stomach. Despite the food is little spicy, it didn't do any harm. You are spending money and taking the time off to go to zoo, say just for watching elephant show. So just before you do, it's better to contact them and confirms this. The last time I visited here for the same show, it was cancelled. And till this day, I remember that disappointment feeling I got from it. Just prevent it. Apart from all these animals, birds and greeneries, the new and special addition to the zoo is a children park. There were more than 5 different games were designed specifically for children. I don't know the names of those, but I find the children there enjoys playing in these. Adults and children can use the cement chair within the zoo to relax themselves and their legs. It's all over the zoo. It's convenient as most of them placed under trees and within most are in front of animal cages. So you could just relax and enjoy watching their activities. From the size the zoo takes, most part of it goes to gardens, big trees, and water ponds. As the name implies, it has massive gardens with beautiful sceneries. Alright, now we are coming to the last part of the narration. After the end of this narration, I'm going to add few clips of the animals and birds I shot there for you to watch. I hope that it could be as entertaining as it to watch it in person. Despite all the pros and cons I have mentioned throughout this video, if I ever got a chance to go there, I will do just to watch the museum fishes and the tigers again. Having the chance to see and learn from animal bone structure and their remains are great educational sessions for me. I bet I'll get more excited even if I get to see these feathers and all again too. I'll never forget about the fish collection ever too. It was a breathtaking experience. It was the very first thing attracted me in the zoo as I never have seen this many fishes up close. Despite all the negative points it has, I would like us all to visit there and make sure to politely ask them to take more care of the animals and birds. In case you are unable to find the staff, look for people wearing green t-shirts. The zoo badge is there on their t-shirt. Here I didn't mention about their new waterfall structure because it's something you should see and feel yourself. So, have you been there? What do you like the most in there? Or are you planning to visit? But why? Please leave the reasons in the comment section below. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if there are area you thought I could improve, even if it is may take time, I will surely try and improve. So leave that in comments as well. Thanks for watching. Thank you.